Hi, it's Shauna Bloom, and this is my video on convergence. Um, to start off, the first question is convergence focusing us to change the way we interact in physical, social, and business settings? Yes, it is. Um, Especially with business, now everything can be done really fast, and now with convergence, with like your smartphone doing anything, um, people can work from like their home easier, or if they're on the train, if they're in an airport, anywhere. But also it's causing for jobs to pretty much just like disappear. Now someone can do their job and someone else's job that they used to have as a position years ago. So I feel like now with convergence, people can learn how to use technology better, and that way, since they can multitask, they can also learn new skills that is taking jobs away. Um, in a physical setting, yeah, because if you're with anyone or just pretty much anywhere, someone's always on their phone, texting, Facebook, Twitter, all the time. Like, I remember in middle school, you would never see a phone in the classroom. Like, you'd always get in trouble. And as soon as I hit high school, you still weren't allowed to have phones like out in the classroom, in school at all. Like, you weren't allowed to have it out. But towards my sophomore year in high school, they changed the rule to that at lunch and walking between classes, you could have your phone out. So it's just funny to see like that change, like people trying to adapt to the fact that kids are gonna have phones out anyway. Um, in a social setting, yeah, especially like social media, something's always trending. There's always like new lingos out and emoticons. There's just so much now that there's no way to keep up. Like before, I have a cousin that's 3 years younger than me, and it used to be like we would know like everything, the same thing. We understood each other. But now, if I go on his Facebook, his status might say something like with abbreviations and like it looks like a foreign code to me. Like it's just I don't know. I guess with convergence, like he's on his phone, he can find out new stuff, and there's just allowing for so much information to be around. Um, and changing the way we interact. It's harder to talk to someone without having them like check their phone, pretty much. Um, what opportunities and options can convergence bring to consumers like yourself? A lot of opportunities, the chance obviously to multitask and get things done easier, faster, more efficient, and allowing for like more people to see it. Like if you need to, I guess like forward things, options. I don't know. I feel like a lot of devices that have been converged all have the same thing, like all have the same option. You can go online, you can use it as a phone, you can text, you can obviously use social media or read a book. So I feel like device-wise, the options are all the same, but it pretty much gives you the option to always be at work and always be bombarded by outside information and media, or not to, but you just won't be in the loop, it seems, as much. Um, What challenges does convergence bring to content producers and providers? Um, I think the biggest thing for both of them is choosing what topics to put out there, like finding out what's trending. Because now that there's so many channels, and mainstream is actually just getting bigger. Like there's more artists or producers. It's it's hard because there's just so many options. Like it used to be you can write a song or make a TV show about like a certain thing, and since there weren't as many options, like that suddenly became very popular among a lot of people. But now, since there's so many options, it's pretty much like your audience is split in half, and people can go anywhere else. For con uh for content providers, I feel like obviously that's the same problem for them choosing which show to air, because is this one getting more ratings, or is this one where it used to be this show is getting all the ratings because there are no competitors. Um, and also just not even with choosing what topics are trending, but being on top of it. I feel with Twitter or Facebook, um, new ideas might come out really fast, and by then they're already trending, so people already know about it. So by the time it gets to the producers, it's a little late, but it's still relevant. But by the time it gets to the providers, it's like, oh, I already knew about this. So also staying on top of what pretty much the demographic wants. And those were the three questions.